come on, play again. Here we are. Welcome to Brownhills 1934, Brownhills Carnival, where over 5,000 people gathered for a wonderful day out and a magnificent profit of £150. Oh, what a day it was. A time for jubilation and dressage. Brownhills, September the 1st, 1934. The carnival, here we have them gathering together in the various costumes ready for the big parade. And what have we got there is Mr. Steers, Mr. Harry Wright, the schoolmaster there, and these are the walking costumes, because there were walking costumes as well as carnival floats, and the dear old scouts doing their bit. Here's the council horse led by Mr. Seedhouse. He was well known for the fire brigade. Jack Fry, he was the grocer, and here we have Deacon, Howard Deacon. He, of course, was the king, and there's the committee gathering together, Brownhills British Legion's float being put in line, and there is the council horse again in all its glory. It's said that that horse was used pulling the fire engine during the early days, and if the bell went, off she went. Here we've got the Carnival Queen, and here's an interesting fact. We have the champion pig roast. Oh, glory, wait till we see the crackling on it. It was all prepared, and it's the champion pig roast. This is down what we used to call Cat's Hill, and that is the Cannock Chase Colliery Band. Here we are down Cat's Hill, we know it now, by the Anchor Bridge. Notice the various costumes that come along with the collecting tins, and there's the Queen and her maids of honour in all their glory. Just look at the costumes. You're talking 1934. Notice where that band comes from, Paisley. How did they get there in 1934? Yeah, and the big drum, bang, bang, bang. Oh, the penny farthing cycle. Bit different to the chopper bike of today, isn't it? Here we have the big roast again. And oh, it makes your mouth water. Just look at it there. Oh, now there, Mr. Speak, he was the local ambulance driver. Look at the fat, and makes you wonder, don't eat about today, can't eat fat. Now here we have Bobby Sawyer and Mr. Robinson to the right. Mr. Robinson used to do all the fairground equipment for Pat Collins. Again, the Cannock Chase Colliery Band. This is Mr. Harold Brooks and his wife in Litchfield Road, Brownhills. Some of you might remember Harold Brooks, the outfitter in High Street, and that's his mum and dad down Litchfield Road, Brownhills. I lived in Brownhills at the time, and the front garden was always dressed up with various garlands, and here we have the character himself, Deacon, the humour man. His float was always dressed up with something crazy. Just look at this face here. Have you ever seen a dream walking? Whoever he was, he's a picture. Another one of the band. The bands came from all over the parts of the Midlands. It always amazes me. 1934, I know I keep on referring to it, but look at the standard of the costumes. And there wasn't much money about. Oh, here we are, saddlers for timber. I know how many remember that. And you have another band now. Oh, that's Walsall Wood. Oh, this is another one. She's a wonderful character. And here Mr. Wright, the headmaster. Some of you maybe remember him. He used to have 3B down at the Central School. There she is in her glory. I think it's Irene Harrington, if I'm right. She was the bride. You might notice the Mount Zion Chapel, and this was the Cossacks, a riding troupe which entertained on the carnival fair. But notice how many people in the fancy dress and the standards. Forge, Quaker Oak, Forge, remember it? Britannic Building Society down Insurance Company, Trussell's Nursery down Litchfield Road, and here the fire service, bless them. That's the old Ajax fire engine. Here we are with more pig roast. can't help think about your tummy all the while, but just look at the crackling. It's absolutely gorgeous. It must have tasted beautiful. In fact, the more you look at it, you can feel the dripping dropping off your chin. Wonderful picture. Here we are now. We're onto the field at the rear of the Warreners Arms, and these are the races. A well-known character was Jeff Harrington, who was well known for his powder keg championships. And here we've got a real fairground. This pig keeps on coming back. It's haunting me. There we are. Yeah, just a break while, oh look, somebody see me on the telly, look, yes, yeah. Look at this costume, absolutely fantastic. You can't get over it. Yeah. There we are. Who remembers Ice Cream, Selwyn Smith and his dear pony, Yo-Yo. Ice Cream, ready, steady, go, and away they come, dashing down the pitch. Again, the headmaster marking out the points, all have got to be correct. There we are with the horses. Remember them as they went round, up and down here. And there the swingabouts, that was another wonderful feature. And notice that most of the men have got caps on, popular wear of the day. And of course, the ladies have got a fine selection of hats, I noticed there, should comment, yes. And there they are, they're doing, at the end of each carnival, the end of the procession of each carnival, the bands and groups used to do a display as a competition. Sorry about that. Again, pointed out, just look at the costumes. He's proudly displaying their ways. And the music used to be wonderful. Kazoos they used to call them that they blew, blowing the kazoos. There's a well-known lady group of the cakewalk. Who remember the cakewalk? Bouncing up and down, away you went. And the swingle boats. And if you got a bit too rough, they pulled the plank up at the bottom and slowed you down. Sit down, yelling at them, sit down. Health and safety, eat your heart out. Now we come to 1935. Again, of course, we've got the Queen to be chosen on June the 22nd. And the Jack Payne, as you can see, was the one who selected the Queen and crowned her. Doesn't she look elegant? So nice. There we are. What an honour on Carnival Queen. And these are maids of honour coming along. And the dance used to be out in the Memorial Hall. Aye, aye. He thinks he fancies his chances, this fella. It was a wonderful weekend now, and everything ready for the carnival. Everybody happy and relaxed. You might remember some of the bands that used to be there, the Mellacord, Mayfair, and all those. They used to 3 or 4 piece band and a beautiful maple floor in the Memorial Hall. It was wonderful. Here we are, the procession for the coronation. All the maids of honour and the page boys. I was actually a page boy in 1939. There we are. And of course, our friend Mr. Deakin is over here on the right coming up. He was the Carnival King. It was said he went on to become a millionaire, a very, very rich man, but he was quite a character. There we are. Oh, on the King's float we had anything from kippers or anything to make it. I remember in 1939, it was a wonderful hot sunny day, and they had decorated the King's float that year with, as I say, with kippers. It stunk alarming. Yeah, the little page boys heralding on we've arrived. Look at the elegance. The secretary of those days was my father, David Fullelove. Carnival days. That's Jimmy Johnson. He used to be a grocer. by the shoulder of mutton. My memories of him, one of the first people to have a car. Here we have Bobby Sawyer again coming down with a Cannock Chase Corriban, passing Selwyn Smith's ice cream. You notice in some of that follow that there must have been the fears of war, because some of the floats began to depict the wartime. That's the name. Oh, I'm spoiling. The name strikes from me at the moment. Can we stop?
No, just keep going.
Yeah. Here's another band coming down the street. I think this is the Faisley. Is it Faisley? Yes. There again. Oh, look at this character. It reminds you of old Prince Monolulu. All of them, all different dresses. Oh, we passed in Dundenard Garage there on your left. You're now going down by New Road in High Street, Brownhills. And then again, the ever faithful council car tours with Mr. Seedhouse leading him on. Here's the Scouts. The Marina. Now, where did they come from? I don't know, it was Paisley again they came from. Wonderful band. Eric the King. Now here we are. Here's the band with the difference. The Norton Dandies, the renowned champions. They won so many competitions, competition after one and another, till in the end it was rumoured they were asked not to enter in the competitions to give everybody a fair crack of the whip. The Dandies, what was better? Now you're going up Shire Oaks Hill. And we're back to the Trussels again now, boxing. They used to have a nursery in Litchfield Road. This is Shire Oaks Hill as you go up. In my childhood days, it was gentry that lived up Shire Oaks Hill, the detached house area. Did you notice there the gas masks? As I said, there was a fear, then a talk of war. I think that gentleman just got through to Mr. Willis. Now look at these bicycles. The hours that must have been spent on these bicycles. Wonderful. What have we got coming up now? You see, there's so many bands, and it still makes me wonder, how did they get there? Did they come on buses or what? You know? Now we're at, see again, 1935, on the Warreners Arms Field, and again the boys racing, and again my dear old friend Jeff and all those taking part in the obstacle race. And what obstacle they were. Just imagine putting your head in the water for ducking the apple, getting the apple out of there. Now this fellow was a unicyclist. He went round doing his act. And again, the next year, as you saw in the previous part of the film, the Cossacks came, and what a troop it was. It was absolutely wonderful. A wonderful atmosphere. I always remember the 1939, Pat Collins crowned the Queen, and my memory was holding his bowler hat, and it was so glorious and gilt inside. But everybody was relaxed, and there were no problems, no fights or anything like that. Everybody joined in for a great fun time. Notice the dandy hats. I was talking to somebody last week, her grandfather made those hats for it, and we reminisced. And look at the fun fair and all the people there.